Alright, hey everyone. This is the Enterprise, based on the blueprints from Franz Joseph Designs. Uh, as accurate to the prints as could be made. This is a build that's been ongoing for 2 years. Um, the build's been tracked on the forums over at 3dbuzz.com, so if anybody's interested in checking the history of the build, plenty of pictures, plenty of chitter chatter back and forth on the build. This is a big model. There are a lot of Enterprise models floating around out there in the ether. Run across sci-fi meshes and take a look at some of the Star Trek models they've got over there. Most of them are set up and done for exterior shots, or mainly the hulls. This one is built on the deck level. This is meant to be a full 3D environment exportable into a game engine. How much detail is going to be able to transfer over to any of the specific game engines is up in the air for the moment. The basic idea is to cram as much detail in here as possible before the game engine explodes. So it's really meant for next-gen game engines for the most part. That's how detailed a model it is. It's how detailed a model it's going to be. But we're going to try and push this into Oblivion engine, possibly Unreal. The model right now is sitting at about 782K. That's after running 2 passes on it, one to establish the basic geometry and another one to clean up, get rid of everything that really isn't needed. There are actually 2 models involved in the build. There is a high-res model for CGI doing animations and whatnot. The other one is a lower-res model that is actually for the game engines. Again, those of you who are familiar with the build over at 3D Buzz specifically, and a couple other sites, Okudagrams, the Trek BBS, StarTrek.com, Sci-Fi Meshes. Shouts out to all of you guys. Thanks a lot for the support for the past 2 years now, or a year and a half, that's actually been published out on the web. This actually got started because I was doing some mod work for Thief 3. It's Unreal Engine. Got involved with some guys over at Through the Looking Glass forums. A lot of really good people over there. Very helpful. Really appreciated the time spent over there and the information and insight that I got from them, and they really are the reason that I got started on this. So thanks a lot to you guys. You can see, I mean, the ship isn't real detailed yet. And as far as internal components go, but the engine compartment's one place where I stopped and actually spent time detailing. There's a lot more work to be done in here, but this is one of those areas that I really enjoyed working in. It was a lot of fun, but it was also big headaches. A lot of complex geometry going on in here. Just a blast to do. I'm kind of looking forward to getting back to it in a way. In another way, I probably need some Tylenol gel caps or something to get me through it, because it was definitely a headache. There were a lot of issues that I ran into trying to clean her up. right now where she stands, it's at the tail end of the cleanup pass. It's the second of 3 passes that I envisioned on doing. The first, again, was establishing basic geometry. Second, cleanup, get rid of unneeded polys. Basically split the geometry down and prep it so that I've got 2 base models to work with, one for the low res, one for the high res. The bridge has undergone some cleanup work at this point. There's still work to do in the bridge. The dorsal section is the other area that is remaining. The decks down the spine actually still need to be split apart. The turbo lifts in that section are basically just add-ins as elements, so they can be detached rather readily at this point. I'd originally built them into the decks, but I have since gone in and separated them back out, so the majority of the work there is just splitting the floors apart into floor and ceiling sections, and so I'm only envisioning maybe a day and a half worth of work there. Just basically, looking around here, trying to get you a little bit closer perspective, see a little bit more. I mean, I'm used to posting high res screen caps. This lets you see a little bit closer, a little bit more interactively. And maybe we'll do some more of this. I got the software installed today and have played around with it rather extensively. Created a few headaches for myself. Actually, it hasn't been too bad. Just figuring out voice levels and how big we can allow this thing to get, how long I can talk before it tries to swamp everything. So kind of new to this, but not bad. But that's pretty much it. There, you can see there's still things to do. Got the access ways up through the nacelle struts. Support struts, those need to be trimmed down yet, but it's one of those minor things that I've just kind of left for later on down the road. Still got to put hangar doors on, but that's something that's going to pretty much be in the detail pass. I kind of reserved that as one of those last things to do to finish the ship off. That and setting the helm in place. That ought to be the christening of the ship, more or less. Big thanks to the crew over there at 3D Buzz, and if y'all are interested in checking out the build, by all means come on over. The link is in my profile. Should be right here in the video thread as well when once I get this up. So y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time.